Hello everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Ultimate Alchemy. This is going to be episode number 4. In the last episode, we got a little bit of stuff going on with the smeltery here, which also allowed us to craft a little bit of silver and gold, which we can then use to craft a few other things. And if you notice, I have a whole bunch of ender shards in here because I have been crafting ender pearls because we got a smeltery, so why not? Ender pearls are pretty easy to get a hold of, so let's just look at this real quick. Ender pearl is, get the smeltery recipe going. Where is it? Ender pearls, actually it's a drying rack. Drying rack recipe, so I put a soggy ender pearl, which a soggy ender pearl is made by basically casting resonant ender, and resonant ender, of course, is something as simple as smelting down ender shards in the smeltery. So I made a bunch of those because, you know, ender pearls, we can use ender pearls for a lot of good stuff. So we'll get back to that in a minute. I just wanted to explain that. I went ahead and got into Tinkers a little bit and made a few just little random tools. This is actually really cheap to make. It's the normal recipe, except that you can just make it out of gravel instead of blocks of material. So I went ahead and crafted that up and got a few things going. I think that, aside from all of everything else, is done. There's some more stuff we're going to look at, but looking at the ender pearls, I was actually crafting ender pearls for a different reason because we were talking about power last time around, so got me looking at something else. So ender pearls got me thinking of making ender, let's see if I can type today, ender chests, because, well, ender chests would be nice to be able to transport stuff around, but normally they take blaze rods. But in this pack, we can craft them with gold, chest, obsidian, and one of the ender shards, and that gets us 4 of them. So I went ahead and crafted several of them, because this can be the beginnings of being able to make some of this mess and this nastiness with all these extra things. Like, there's 3 processes over here just making pickaxes right now, so we can knock that down to just 1 for now. I mean, there's no reason to be making that many pickaxes in one place. So the issue is I don't want to leave these all white. That's no point. So what I want to do is I want to grab a little bit of charcoal, because yes, dyes, yes, ink sacs, yes, all that kind of stuff. Or I can make pigments. And pigments are actually something that, if I'd have looked at it in the last episode or the episode before, where we were trying to figure out how to make, what was it, diorite? If I can get that over there. Diorite is a pigment, or bone meal. And it's like, gosh, you know, you look at things and you just go, you know, one of these days you're going to remember to just dig a little deeper when you're looking for things. Black pigment can be turned into gray pigment with a little bit of water in the smeltery, and this can be turned into light gray pigment with a little bit of water in the smeltery, and that can be turned into white pigment with a little bit of water in the smeltery. So we have access to that, which means that little problem I was talking about, this is gated behind blah 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 blah, no, I just needed that thing. So we're good to go on that part. We're going to worry about extra utilities later. We need to get into some other stuff. So what I want to do first off today is I want to replace at least 2 of these guys over here and possibly get that thing out of that area where it is right now, because it's kind of annoying. So let's go ahead and make at least 3 of these with a white, black, white, so that we can just basically, I want to just use that one instead of all of this. So it also means I'm going to have to move the wood somewhere else, and I might try to reconfigure this eventually over time. But for right now, we're just going to get rid of at least these 2 guys up here and just craft pickaxes. So what I also would like to do is I would also like to craft some flat transfer nodes. So flat transfer nodes are made by taking a transfer node and placing an anvil over the top of them in a crafting table, and you get 8 of them. So I think 8 will be sufficient for right now. And that's what they do. You can place them on the side of an inventory, and this is going to be the side. It's kind of hard to tell. This is going to pull from this inventory into an adjacent one. So if I were to place another chest here, everything in that chest is going to get zapped out of it. And I don't want to do that. I want my wrench. Give me my... Oh yeah, I guess I probably have to do... That was not what I wanted to do. I'm going to have to get the correct wrench, which we can actually make now. So let's go ahead and place this back down. Put all of that garbage and stuff in here. Don't need that, and we'll just go on and, yeah, go ahead, break it. Won't hurt anything, because I can just put that back. Now, I don't need you or all of this for right now. This is all going to be later projects. Hopefully we get to them today. So I'm going to keep the pigment on me. And what I want to do is I want to remember and make sure I am correct on this as far as what side goes where. So we're going to grab a couple of these guys. We're going to grab some of this. If I place a chest down and I place the transfer node on it, and then I place another chest down here, that should move everything. Why did that do that? That's cool. Well, let's do this then. Grab that guy. So if I put this down there and I put this in here, it should transfer it this direction. And that was what I was wondering. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it ever so slowly, but we're doing it. That's just exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so break you and break you. Give me those back out of there. Okay, so what I want to do first off is I want to stop this thing running. So we're going to say redstone on and redstone on and redstone on so that they're not running anymore. And we're going to place one of these guys right here. So I'm going to put a flat transfer node on you, and we're going to put one of those right there, and I'm going to grab all of these pickaxes out of here because there's no reason wasting them at this point. Whoop, nope, nope, nope. And put all of those in that chest. This wonderful ender chest. Awesome. So now this thing is just going to sit here and wait. And what I want to do is I'm going to actually probably not turn this on for quite a bit of time because we're going to have all kinds of random junk laying around. So let's put this over here so we have something to put it in. All right. So let's grab this, and I'm going to break this, and this has a bunch of sticks in it. I don't need those sticks. We're going to grab you, and then you have a bunch of iron I don't want to waste. We're going to break you, and you have a bunch of iron in you I don't want to waste, so we're going to break you and do that. All right, and then all I should have to do is just this and this. And give me that back. Now there's a bunch of pickaxes in here readily available for that process, that process, that process, and since this one is still sitting right next to this one, we're good to go there. All right. I got way too much junk again in my inventory. Go away. Thank you. All right. Now, more sticks. I don't need sticks. We're going to have to reset this up. All right, so that got rid of all of that. So the only thing I have to supply to this now is sticks. So we need this process to have sticks and that process to have sticks. So we'll just make sticks right here. If I can figure out what I did with my... no, don't throw them on the floor. Come here. So we'll just make sticks right there. And I don't think I need you anymore either. No, not right now. So this process is going to craft... No. So you're going to craft the sticks. You're going to craft the wood, which I need the item barrel for that. There we go. So you give me a piece of wood, and you're going to craft wood. You're going to do this, and then you should be crafting sticks for us. Wonderful. So we put these sticks away. Now that means that I can then, this is going to be pulling, like this is going to be pulling sticks out of it eventually, but it's also going to be force fed the sticks. So I'm going to put a transfer node on this one and a transfer pipe on there. Now we're going to craft just right here those various things. I have a ton, and I mean absolute ton of iron. I'll probably have to, we'll just put this in here for right now. We'll use it up. Can you get in there, please? All right, nice. All right, and I'm going to turn this one back on. So he's going to craft a bunch of sticks, or grab a bunch of iron, bunch of iron pickaxes, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that so that this doesn't have a reason. And I guess I can, how about we do, where is it? We could just put a chest right here. Or I could put a flat transfer node on this. No, I can't because I'd have to move it. Whatever. We'll clean that mess up later. That's something that I'll be able to utilize eventually. And of course, I happen to have an inventory full of copper for whatever reason. So let's put this over here. Okay. Now, that's done. That's a little cleaner. I also wanted this for a reason because I want to work on power now. So that's going to be pickaxes. Wonderful. All right. Give me that back. Thank you. All right. Power. We shouldn't need those, I don't think. I need some more of these. What I want to look at for power is a dynamo. And I know dynamos are probably going to be one of those everybody does this, but this is going to be one of those times that I haven't done this before. I was thinking I wanted to do steam dynamos basically because we have plenty of generation of coal, but then I got to looking. I can generate massive amounts of redstone pretty much for free. So why not make an Enervation Dynamo instead? So Enervation Dynamos burn redstone, and electrum gears are pretty simple to get a hold of now that we have gold and silver. So I want to make 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to make 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Enervation Dynamo go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I can pump redstone into these pretty much for free. I don't even need to, at this point, I don't even need to be grinding it with a crusher or anything like that. So all we have to do is kind of just redo that automation right there, which is pretty simple now that I have the ender chest with this that is going to be full of pickaxes all the time. So what I want to do is I want to get right straight into Flux networks. And Flux networks, we're going to need Flux plugs, Flux points, Flux controllers, Flux, all this Flux stuff. And that's going to require Eyes of Ender. Oh, well, now we have a problem. Eyes of Ender are this. Blaze powder. We need blaze powder in order to make Eyes of Ender, right? If I remember correctly, I'm in the wrong hole. Hang on a minute. Eyes of Ender, wrong. Lava, Ender pearls. So now you know why I wanted these. We need a good number of these, so I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these crafted. So let's get some, let's do about that many. So we'll just place this guy down here. I'm going to go grab my bucket and go. I went ahead in between episodes and made a small tank and hooked it up to the tank back here because I had lots of lava. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 buckets, and I should just be able to do, what is it? Put these on my bar, please. That, and that. Yes, good. Just pour those off. And that should make an Eye of Ender. Should. Actually, let's do this. We need a few of these anyway. It's going to take it a second to cool, so do that, and do that. Alright, so that'll get us a little bit of the flux parts. So this will at least make enough flux cores to do a few things. The issue problem is going to be that I'm going to have to make a few of these as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of chunk through this real quick. Going to get enough parts up to be able to make a bunch of this stuff because we're going to need a controller, which is going to need flux blocks, which that's a kind of an ouch. That means every single one of those. Plus I do want at least one basic flux storage and several points and several plugs. So I will be back once I get all of these sorted out. Alrighty, we're back, and we got 24 Eyes of Ender, so that wasn't too terrible. I went ahead and dried the rest of them, but let's get on into the next part, which is going to be building some Flux components. So Flux networks, again. I want at least one Flux controller, and I want at least one Flux basic storage so that we have something to kind of have a battery for right now. This is what I'm going to use as far as batteries for the time being until we can get into Draconic. So, flux blocks are made with flux, and flux, as it states right there, is obtained by throwing redstone into fire or lava. So I already went ahead and pre-crafted a bunch of that as well. So we need to make at least, let's count here, we need, the flux controller takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need what, 6, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks of this stuff, which of course takes flux cores. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That should do the job. So here, got all of those. And I need one more crowd of this. So there is a controller. Excellent. Then the flux storage, which takes glass panes, and we should have glass in there. That's fine. Cool. All right, so storage. Now we need a few points. So a point is this, and let's just add a plug and a point. So, we're going to need some redstone. We got some redstone. Good deal. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft us a couple of these. I'm going to need at least one flux plug and one flux or several flux points. So let's just grab one core for that, and then we'll go ahead and get the, I guess I need to make another one of those, so that's awesome, and another set of these, because just make all of them. There's no point at this point. We've got lots of use for this. All right, so one flux plug, and this is going to be how we're going to feed energy into the network with those guys. And some points. We need some redstone blocks. Let's do that and make a few points, because we're going to need a few of them regardless. Okay, I can dump all of this junk out of my inventory. I have my mechanical crafters. I've got some transfer nodes. I've got some flat transfer nodes. And I want some item translocators. I went and crafted a bunch of those up in between episodes as well. So let's get rid of this, that. No, I need a chest. I need that chest. Chest. Thank you. Okay. And we're going to go down here to the new building. Me and my gotta build silly stuff. So anyhow, I have a little bitty building here that we're going to do power generation in for the time being until stuff gets to be ridiculously tall, but this should be able to allow me to build a few things. So first thing I want to build, or first thing I want to place down, is I want to place that storage right there with the controller on top of it, just so I can kind of keep an eye on what's going on. And we're going to create a network. So this is just going to be power for, we're just going to do the whole thing, base power. Because of how this system works, that's what we're going to do. And of course, we're going to get rid of that blue for a favorable, is that the only green we get? I guess I can adjust it, but whatever. Create. All right. I did select it. Base power. All right. And same deal, base power. Transfer limit. I don't even know why I care about that. And I want to turn wireless charging on, and I want to make sure that this is shut off. That's just ridiculous to do. I don't even know why there's a thing in here. Let's have a limiter on it. So the idea here is we're going to use Enervation Dynamos to produce power based on, just using up redstone. So I want to do, you need to face the way I want you to face. Thank you. Up. There you go. Good deal. And the plug is going to go right here. So we're going to go ahead again and select this. And we're going to go back here and no transfer limit whatsoever. And then I'm going to stick the dynamos on the sides of that plug. I probably could scoot it back, but whatever, who cares? Now, we've got all of those guys ready to go, and we can upgrade these with augments and upgrade kits. The only problem is upgrade kits currently are, it's technology we don't have because we need power. So we're going to go ahead and get this rolling. This system should actually produce power at least up until about the, upgrade. I should be able to do this up till about the reinforced upgrade kit before I won't be producing enough redstone. So that's actually really cool. So, all right, so we're going to need to be able to produce redstone, and since we know how to produce redstone, that shouldn't be that hard. So what I want to do is, I wonder, can we just build it right here? Maybe. Okay, so the same thing as always. We need to be able to craft sticks. So sticks again is sticks into down. Where's my axe? Give me my axe. There we go. All right, so I need a piece of wood, of course, into here. That is planks, and again this into this. We'll do that, and we can throw those away. I don't need the buttons. Thank you very much. I know if I'd shut the redstone off, I wouldn't have to worry about this, but whatever. And then this is going to be the thing that is going to produce what we need to do in order to be able to make the next step, which is, of course, levers. So cobblestone, stick into that, and if I just put that in here, we're now producing levers. Well, that's awesome, because that means all I need to do now, and I should place this down somewhere where I can use it, because we need a bowl. One bowl, please. Or four, for that matter, doesn't really matter. This guy is going to do the processing of here, so we have here to do this, and then you, here, will be producing our redstone. So, lever, bowl, and a pickaxe. And there is redstone production. So that's to there, and you will continuously craft redstone. So it's that simple. Now I just have to pipe that out of there into there. That's it. So I do want to create a slight backlog of this. So we're going to put a flat transfer node on there, and that should start pushing the redstone into this container. Excellent. And where is my transfer node? All right. Transfer pipes. And then all I have to do here is just hook all of these guys up to, let me see, I want to do that to there. We'll go around the top to that one. And then I need to get to this guy right there. So we'll just do something like that. And I also want to shut off all the extra connections. It just helps with it not to have to sit there and search through every single one of the connections to see whether it can put something in the inventory or not. So we'll shut that one off and that one off and rotate that back where it needs to be. And I missed it again. There we go. And this one will feed him from this side, and then that guy will get fed from over there. That should be everybody, I think. And then all I need to do is transfer node off of that thing. So here, and transfer pipes. And if I wanted to, I can actually probably build this 2 or 3 times. And this will run just fine. This circuit will just run just perfectly fine off of this, because these guys take about a minute or a minute and a half right now to burn a piece of redstone. So, because of that, this thing makes a piece of redstone every second. So I guess I can go ahead and spread some of this around, get you running, get you guys charging, and grab a little bit more of that. Which one's not running? Are they all running? That one's not running. Okay, so this is basically going to be just that's free power. It's literally free power at this point. I don't have to spend any any RF to make power. As I upgrade these dynamos with better upgrade kits and better, the augments. So the upgrade kits in here and the augments that force it to make some more power. So that's this one right here. It will use more fuel. I already tested in a test world. I can get clear up to at least the hardened upgrade, and I think one of the dynamo upgrades or the augments before I start having a problem with this not being able to keep up. Now, theoretically, we can either change this out right here with a crusher or something along that line, or I can just put some upgrades in it, which means I'm going to have to start working on extra utilities power, which may be in the next episode. But look at that. We're already full up on power. Wonderful. And because it's free energy, I really don't care if these things sit there and idle around. What is it, 2 or 3 RF a tick, whatever they sit there, and we'll have to watch a little bit. But yes, 40 RF a tick, not a whole lot right now, not a massive amount of power, but it will do what we need to do. And of course, this is also charging up, or we have wireless charging, so is my bobble full? Actually, I think this one is full anyway, so we'll just turn him on. I don't need it for right now, because now everything is the way that we need to do it. So, awesome. Cool. This will give me plenty of room to move a few things around, and like I said, if I wanted to upgrade or make this faster, it's not a big problem. I may go ahead and actually back it up a space just to save on some room, but if I do that, I'll do that later. Totally, completely don't have to fool with it anymore. Awesome. So, alrighty, let's get up to the base. And I guess for the last amount of thing, let's look at a carpenter. Because a carpenter is going to be how we make dirt. So I need an iron axe, I need some stone, I need some wood, and I need some of this. So we should be able to craft that dude really quickly. So sturdy casing, any kind of planks. Do we have any wood in here? Yes, we probably do, but we'll go ahead and make some more. So I'm going to go ahead and do about that much here, plus this is 2 sturdy casings, a carpenter, we're missing wood, and a crafting table, 1, 2, and I need to make a couple of those, 1 and 2, because I want at least 2 of these. And what am I left? Just the wood. 2 carpenters, please, and do that again. Awesome. 2 carpenters. Alright, so we're going to set these guys right here for right now, and I'm going to smack one of these points on top of them each, and please select the network. For right now, we're going to do this. Yes, please. And don't limit them. And I will be replacing these. We'll just have one single point over here, but for right now, this is going to be what we need to do. So, dirt. Dirt, 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 dirt is gravel. Gravel is easily attainable right here. So I'm going to grab about that much gravel. And we're going to run about that much gravel through these two guys here. Go. And what else do you need? You need, wait a minute, do you need something else? How do I get liquid dirt? Do I have to... Well, I'm going to have to figure that one out, and we'll play around with it, I guess, in the next episode. So I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed. Again, like I said, these are going to be just kind of as I feel like putting them out, so we'll be having some fun. So I thank you guys for watching. Bye.